Good evening and welcome in all. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. We're going to get started with our return to Black Myth Wukong here in just a few moments. Some exciting news is that we are on the cusp of the finale. We have only 3 more bosses in this chapter, and that's it. So we'll see how it goes today. I'm hoping the final boss is kind and we don't have too many attempts. But at the same token, I hate to see the journey end, so we'll see how far we get. And welcome in, Dark Knight. First one in. How's your day treating you? Saw in the Discord that you're in the midst of Chapter 5. This is kind of an exciting stream because we have cutscenes galore here. We get the final pieces of the armor, and then we also get Jijubang and the old monkeys lines, which I absolutely adore that narrative, so I can't wait to see that again. Oh, and you switched your transformation from the wolf to non-able. Ooh, very nice. When non-able is able to make contact, he's really good. And you're wearing the non-pure? Nice. That's a lovely fashion choice. I think I've seen a few others play with the non-pure set. Ah, nice. I was looking at this one for my possible New Game Plus run, but I don't know yet. Where it disables crits, that's pretty brutal. Plus, I still need to craft the other armor sets. You're trying to figure out where to go now? What was the last boss you fought? You're in Rakshasi's palace, so you fought the Cloud Wind guys. And you've seen the cutscene for Rakshasi with the, Keeper of Flame Mountain? Not yet. Alright, so if you fought the Cloud guys, there's a shrine, and then Ping Ping should lead you to a cliff's edge. You'll have to jump down there and then go through the volcano. And then from there, there's like 5 or 6... I don't want to call them bosses, but there's another duo boss before the... Killed 2 of the giant red guys in the volcano. Okay. After you killed them, there's a fork in the path of where if you go to the left and you've done all of the quests, you can find Yuan drinking his sorrows so you can get the superior gourd. But if you go to the right and up the stairs, that's Rakshasi's palace. There should be a small shrine there, and then continue on that path to get the next cutscene. Welcome in, greetings. Hope your League's run's going very well. I definitely appreciate the lurk. Awesome. Glad to hear 2 for 2. Hopefully you'll get past that platform today. Fingers crossed, I'm rooting for you. And you haven't upgraded your gourd to full yet. Been using other gourds. Nice. 1 platform yet. That negates the flames? Yes, that one is absolutely needed for that chapter. I think I used it for its entirety. Alright, and I know I'm stalling. But let me see. Yes, that's it. You're about to fight one of my favorite bosses. The Keeper of Flaming Mountain's a fun fight. Oops, that tree looks a little broken. We're gonna disregard that. Oh, I don't want the journey to end. Oh, well, that's alright. That gives you an excuse to go through New Game Plus. But yes, Matiamba's quest is entirely missable. I think the hardest place to find him is honestly in Chapter 3, when he's hiding in Yellowbrow's temple. Well, there is a little shrine here. I wasn't sure if it would just throw me straight into the boss fight or not. Oh, yeah. Taoist Mao, or Taoist Me, is a little bit difficult to go through. And welcome in, Resrick. Yes, I'm so sorry for our last stream. I figured out what the problem was, and I feel a fool for causing it. Yes, you didn't get to see its debut last time. Worked on the custom CSS and JavaScript myself. And yes, you're on the very cusp of Erlong. You just have to slog through Chapter 5, and then the world's your oyster. But yeah, last stream, I felt terrible. I figured out what the problem was. OBS had betrayed me. Well, long story short, I hit a no-no button in OBS that reverted a lot of my settings while trying to get that new chat to work. And I had to kind of rebuild it. So, after we had mixed bag of people reporting issues last stream, I've ripped and replaced most of it. I still feel a fool. It's like, oh, that was all my fault. I felt terrible. And yes, Dark Knight, the fourth sister was kidnapped by the Celestial Court. I don't know her true fate. I'm really hoping the DLC explores that, because that's one of the most glaring unfinished sections of that game, so we'll see. Bandwidth, Resrick, of where, for whatever reason, OBS was trying to push 1440p, whereas Twitch's upward limits is 1080p. It really depended on the servers between where I'm pushing it and where you're pulling it. Some servers were fine, some were not. It's such a silly thing. I would have hoped Twitch would have been at least consistent or give me a warning on my side. But nope, I had to find that in the bellows of the settings. And I was just, irritated beyond measure. So, apologies for last time. But I do hope that you got some good rest instead. And Dark Knight, yes, there should be some DLC coming. When, I'm not sure. My guess will either be Chinese New Year of 2026 or August 20th, 2026 at the soonest, because those are the most common release dates for game science. Not sure yet, but that's why we got the trailer for Zhongkui released on that time. Resrick, yes. You were my canary in the mine. I should have heeded. Want to team up with the Jade Emperor and Neza? That would be a good one too. I doubt Jiang Jia is going to make an appearance if Neza does, but I would love to explore his story too. And the new chat may be going a little bit fast, disappearing on screen, we'll see. I tinkered with its settings a little bit more too, but I know how to fix that now. Because I'm the one who wrote it. Well, in part, I customized it. There was a template used. You think so? Because I wondered if those watching on Twitch would have a better time with it. But the VOD later, it might be fast, so we'll keep an eye on it. I wouldn't say that, I just know how to use Google. And then, let's see. Don't think our monkey's the version of the monkey. Very true. The Wukong of the past made different mistakes than we did. Although I will say the Wukong of the past had far more hubris than the Destined One seems to. We don't know his personality just yet. Alright. Let's see how the stag treats us. I feel bad we're waking him from his nap. And is this mid-game now? Oh no, we only have 3 bosses left. And then we're finished with Black and Wukong. We're nearing the end. Which is quite sad. I do adore this game and I hate to see it come to a close. Can't wait to see him fight the last boss. I am eager for that one too. And yes, Zhongqi looks amazing even though it's just a CG trailer. I'm excited for that one. But we'll have to temper our expectations as it may take a few years in R&D, but I'll happily wait. It's worth it. You should try. I couldn't finish Liza P. If you made it past the tutorial, you made it farther than I did. So I give you kudos for that, but yes. I don't want to diminish it by saying this, but Black Myth Wukong is very much your first Souls title because of how forgiving it is. Poison. That in just a moment, goodness. And you only bought it because of the sale and the streamers make it fun? They really do. If you watch somebody who has a really good time with Liza P, it's an amazing game to watch. Oh, Automod got you. Let's see. Let's fix that real quick. No worries. I've got your back. Yeah, just 2 left there, and then 3 there. We're on our way. Good of you to show up, Baji.
这怪怎还会这脏得很！君子诚实者，你的棍子拿开！
See if I can hold this long enough to get close to him. Oh, what a wicked waste. This reminds me so much of the spirit in Elden Ring. One more. Come on. There we go. Oh, nothing out of that, dude. Let's try that again. And I missed. That's embarrassing. There we go.
This time, 我是头功。爸，有你们猴子在，老猪次次都是空忙。贤侄，日后平步青云了，可别忘了携带叔叔，别学你那祖宗，好事不曾想过我，脏活累活全拿我顶缸。此处了账，再去别处看看。
In Resurrect last session, we started reclaiming Wukong's armor. So there are 4 bosses in this arena that give you his headpiece, chest, legs, and we're about to go fight the one that gives the arm guards. And then once we have all of those pieces, we'll be able to get we'll be able to go get Jijubang. So I'm excited to show you that one. Because that was something we mentioned early on that you weren't sure how it would look. Just like we also have this. The actual weapon itself. You're gonna love its cutscene. Yes, it's Wukong's Somersault Cloud. We actually have it in... Unfortunately, you can only use it in Chapter 6. But I understand why they did it. But could you imagine flying over the sands with it? So what I'll do is bear with me just a moment, and I will be right back. I'm gonna step away and refill my drink. Because we're gonna have just one more boss fight as a normal boss fight. And then the final cutscene, so excited for those. And do we keep Wukong's gear in New Game Plus? You do. And there's actually an armor set. The more times you go through the game, the more powerful it gets. It's Wukong's from The Journey to the West. Ah, welcome in, Wayward. Hope your Saturday is treating you well. And yes, let me show you that armor real quick. Ah, thank you, thank you. But we have two sets where you have the gold fang tail crown. So the golden ones are the ones Wukong wore to the Journey to the West. And then this one where it's not as faded, this one is the new one. But the older one is actually the weakest of the armors right now because I'm only on base game. Let's see, where is it? Ah, here it is. And you'll see, just peeled yourself out of bed. The day has yet to make its determination then. It could be a good day, it could be a bad day. I'm hoping for a good one. $72 and maximum 30. And you beat the Firekeeper first try. Very well done. Is there anything in the temple I could miss? I got the drink. There's a small soak. If you are from Rakshasi's shrine, or from her throne, walk like you're going to walk towards the balcony, but then make a sharp right after the second set of stairs, and there's a small little treasure box, and it has a soak in it. And then there's also a meditation spot in that palace as well. That one's where you walk towards the balcony and hang right. Just one there, and then if my math is correct, that's 3 left, so we're on good track to finish the journal. Ah, no trouble. Because I'll also show this as well. Let's see. Just because this gives me another excuse to fly around. And the long bomb, yes. Now you can see why I was looking for it so desperately. The ability to have 4 soaks for very minimal health impact is very nice. Because there is also a relic that increases the amount of health recovered from your gourd based on how many soaks you have equipped. So they have a nice synergy between the two of them. And I'm looking for the chains in the mountain because I want to show you where you get that secret treasure chest. I think it's through here. It is. Would you like to know what you have for your gourd and curios? Absolutely. I'm always curious to hear how other people are playing. But just as kind of a tip, after you get the Somersault Cloud by defeating the Divine Inspector, go backwards on the cloud towards this broken tree here. And there's a hidden treasure chest. That's where you can get the old Fang armor. Definitely agree with the Bee Mountain Stone. I use that one regularly, at least until I get the later gourd. And then your curios, Golden Carp, Cat Eye Beads, Tiger Tally, Weaver's Needle is always a nice choice, and the Chitin Staff. Ooh, very nice build. And the Chitin Staff is really nice. I can't wait to get both Jijubang and the Iron Staff. But sadly, I need to beat the last boss for the Iron Staff. And the cloud riding is awesome. They make you feel like such a badass with it. There's our tree. Last of the lesser bosses. Sad day. No, I wish you could, but you can only ride the cloud in Chapter 6. So I can't take it to the mountains or to the forest. And you love the crits, especially when freezing the enemies? Oh yes, that is such good damage. I know I was disappointed too, Resrick, but I understand why they did it. This is a fun cutscene.
贤侄，快救我一救！这东西可不好消化。哎呀！
That slow pull as he turns around is so malicious. I think so, especially given that was a common tactic of his. He used it both against the black bear Guai and yellow brow, at least to my memory. Possibly even more, where he fought him from the inside out. Oh, the Mantis as a transformation would be amazing. You look at your food in the fork and spoon. Dual wielding. I do love the Mantis. It's such an amazing character. Interestingly, my charge wasn't working there. Try that again, shall we? There we go. Oh, I missed. That's the only problem with Smash Dance, is it does miss often.
今次又劳小侄儿救命了。老猪吃素，想必里面也不甚阿杂。哎，你莫嫌，你莫嫌。好在你把这东西取回来，不算太亏。现在师兄的金甲都攒齐了，该去那水帘洞里坐坐嘞。你随我来。
That's the full set. I'll put it on just for a brief moment to show it off, but... There we are. How's that for Wukong? So that's the games version of it. And then just for walk down memory lane, this one should be even more familiar. And interestingly enough, This is the only outfit where Wukong actually wears shoes. Everything else has bracers or other things with his toes exposed. These are the only closed-toed shoes that he owns. But this one should look like the old series. And how come the goat guy isn't helping you against the cart? The cart immediately after the palace, you may need to go back to the first shrine and exhaust his dialogue. And yes, they honor the original and expand upon it. We are 55 of 55. All that's left are the three main characters. Almost there. And then we have all the meditation spots. Oh. Let's go get Jijubang. And Resrick, where you also know the tale of Wukong, we're about to go to his hideout. The Veiled Caves. Oh, anytime. Like I said, I'm happy to help with Wukong, because there's so much that's missable. But I want everyone to be able to enjoy this one. I think his home was on Mount Huaguo. I'm trying to remember what the cave itself was called. Oh, Water Curtain Cave. And you can actually come here before you defeat all the bosses, but Jijubang does not respond to you until you have the armor set. You may be thinking of the celestial peaches that he was supposed to guard as his first appointment to a court official that he ended up eating before a banquet. Because he saw it as an insult to be appointed to such a lowly role. That, and he wasn't invited to said banquet, so there was a little bit of vindictiveness there. Look at that. He was something incarnate for sure. I love the old monkey summary of him. But there's Jijubang. It is massive. Although it was a gift, I say gift loosely, from the sea gods, so that makes sense. And what's the next game you're planning on playing? I have no idea. I have been stewing on that for weeks at this point, worrying about when Wukong runs out. To rant for just a moment, I was debating on revisiting Lords of the Fallen briefly, and then diving into Bloodborne, because we are now in the Burr months. And I think that'd be a nice one to have for the festive season. But I may also do a little bit of New Game Plus of Wukong. What would you guys be interested in? Because I am open to suggestions. Stranger of Paradise. Final Fantasy is good. Bloodborne is cool. And so is Lords of the Fallen. Stranger of Paradise. I don't think I've heard of that one. I'll have to look that one up. Well, Resrick, I have never played any of those, so we are in good shape. The Souls-like Final Fantasy game. How is it Souls-like if it's like Final Fantasy? Because aren't Final Fantasy games still turn-based? I'm confused. That's kind of why I've been avoiding Expedition 33, is because of its turn-based. Uses Neo combat. Oh, okay, so it's kind of like a best of both worlds scenario then. Alright, cutscene time. And poor Baje.
你是哪里来的异人？我这大圣部下的群猴都是一般模样。你这嘴脸生得各样，相貌有些雷堆，哼，正是别处来的妖魔。自从西行之后，我许久没来过此处了。不想还是这模样。当年他在这座上，还压着我给他磕头呢。原来藏在这里了。果然，连观音都说那猴子一毛不拔，这东西必然也是留给猴子猴孙的。小智儿，还是你来试试吧。
Much more manageable. And yes, poor Baje, he misses Wukong so badly. I love how he recounted their first meeting almost word for word. And a single peach grows on the tree. And you wondered where the horse and other guy? White and the Tan monk. In Black Myth Wukong, the journey has completed. They've gone their separate ways. The Tang monk reached his destination, and then the other gentleman that traveled with him, whose name I can never remember. I don't remember his fate. We make the very mountain quake.
拿了这东西，便不再有退路。你这模样，倒是与师兄一般无二了。贤侄如今披挂齐整，兵器凶横，速速上山，让我看看那老猴子弄个什么把戏。
And yes, that very much is a Thor moment of, I am worthy, or King Arthur pulling the sword from the stone. It's ours now. And this is what's fascinating to me is, excuse me, Jijubang is supposed to be an excessively heavy staff, so not just anyone could lift it. I mean, Wukong stole it from dragons after all. So, that's a point of interest. But if you don't mind, I'll be right back again. And yes, we are worthy. And the stone monkey. We descended from Mount Huagul, and guardian of gear. You're fully fitted, now swing that blade, or swing that staff. Thank you. Went and got a cough drop, that way you don't hear me sputtering over the cutscenes.
速速上山！那老猴子说，拿起5根便到山顶寻他。我们走。你平日里急急急，怎的到最后反倒犹豫？
And I think it auto-equipped Jijubang for me. Well, let's take a quick look. So this is what I had equipped before, where it increased my defense and burn resistance, but its attack was only 100. Here's what Jijubang does. And did you miss something? Let's see. Miss something. I'm looking for the Fire and Ice Palace to fight the King's Mount. Have you already gotten past the rolling ball of death on the top of the mountain? Okay. Proceed on just as you have. You'll keep going through. Chapter 5 is very linear, with the exception of after you get past the rolling ball of death, and you'll know what I mean when you find it. There'll be a shrine. Don't go past that shrine, because that'll leave you to Red Boy's fight. Turn back, and after the cutscene, there'll be a hole in the mountain where that ball of death will fall through. You can go back to Rakshasi's palace to claim the spirit, but then also go back on that mountain pass and hang to the right, and that will lead you down a path that'll get you to where the pale out stalwart is waiting for you. And behind him, there's one final cart you have to fight before you get to the secret area. And 104, someone's addicted. You should see my other profile. I think I'm level 200 something on my first playthrough. Or on my other profile. This one is one I started from scratch for this playthrough. Yeah. I think max level is like 300 something. Ah, welcome in, Blobby. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday today. And yes, very comfy times. You just killed a mushroom, so there should be... You're right on the cusp of that ball of death. For a spoiler, there are little alcoves or little corners that you can stand on where he won't be able to hit you. But that one took me a couple tries. And Bajie, I'll be right with you. I want to explore this for just a moment. Ooh, you just had dinner and you're chilling with some iced tea? That sounds lovely. So just kind of envisioning ourselves. This is what Wukong saw. Whenever he sat upon his stone throne, this was his view. You're really gonna love the cutscene I get later. And yes, I've gotten cold feet because I don't want our journey to end, Bajie. Oh, and Blobby, I love the Mandarin voiceovers. I have a bit of a vendetta against the English dubbing because of their choices. But hearing it in the original tongue sounds so much nicer to the ear. Then again, I'm that way with most media anyway. I'll happily read subtitles rather than listen to dubs. And what do I mean by choices? They're all British. And nothing against the British, but there could have been a different way to approach it. With the exception of Lingji, when he's headless. It's like, oh, there could have been a better way. And even then, I believe he was more Scottish than he was British. Oh, how delightful, Blobby. Oh, if you've only heard it in Mandarin, don't bother with the English dub. It is not worth your time. So being able to understand it and part of the dialogue is fun, that is wonderful. One of my main complaints with the game is that they did not subtitle everything. So like the little banter of the enemies I miss out on. I know generally what they're saying, but the specifics escape me. And they didn't subtitle the end cutscenes. So while they are poignant and powerful songs, knowing the lyrics will bring you close to tears. An angry Scots in the game would be funny. He's actually a very very sweet Scotsman. Yeah, we're in for some really nice cutscenes. Like, we're about to approach one of my all-time favorites, where we're on a boat. And the old monkey retells the story of the journey to the west and what Wukong did. And the choices that were made there. So I...
往前便是山顶，我们走。
I'm excited to see it and also sad at the same time, so you may hear some sniffling because of the end cutscenes. Time to face the real king? Well, we have his armor, we have his weapon. Now we need to determine whether we're truly worthy enough to wield them. And the climb to the mountaintop is just, oh, pinnacle of existence.
这些个不成基佬的东西，今日就是与你老儿自个儿来了，我也不让分毫。
Not the boat I've read Berserk. If you get killed, New Game Plus. We will be playing New Game Plus, I just don't know if it'll be today or a later time. We'll see what we end up with. If Wukong is unkind, we may need to take a few attempts at him. I honestly don't need to fight these guys, but I'm stalling. Because I can't wait to show you New Game Plus 2 because of how trivialized it is. If it's anything like it was my first time going through it, the bosses, where you're so over-leveled compared to when you originally fought them, they're a breeze, but it's so gratifying. There we go, there's our level. And I'm stalling. Again, I don't want the journey to end. But as BBC's Dracula said, this is your mountaintop. It's what gives your life meaning. Is its final destination. And who are these guys? These are the nameless, faceless ones from the Celestial Court that have forsaken this cycle of reincarnation so that they can be permanent soldiers. So even the heavens are opposed to us returning as Wukong. Very true. All journeys end, but they will begin anew. Oh, this game is bad. And then Bajie clears the way. Excuse me, gentlemen. I have destiny to wait. And you can see they spared no expense to stop my return. It reminds me of a bit of Final Fantasy of Loveless, of Though the morrow is what is it? Though the morrow is bleak of promises, nothing will forestall my return. You're assuming they get paid. From my understanding, they're kind of like indentured servants. Don't mind me, I'm just a ghost passing through. You did it in 2 tries? Well done. I hate the dreaded ball. Good news is, you get to take revenge on them in the special area. They're called Bottom Takes Top and Top Takes Bottom. You can also claim their spirit after a cutscene. You'll have to go back to Rakshasi's palace, though. Let's see. I think I missed my turn. Oh, I did. It was right behind me. Oops. You actually have them both. Even though it only shows one of them in the thumbnail, they're both there. So when you summon them, you summon both. And you want to talk about a beautiful culmination to the end of a hero's journey? This next area is absolutely gorgeous. So after the ball, return to the palace? Not yet. Continue on after the ball until you get to the shrine. Don't proceed past the shrine. The unnamed mountain. But don't proceed past the shrine. Teleport back to Rakshasi's palace. Go up to about where you fought the cart, and they should be just kind of hanging out next to an enemy. You'll be able to absorb their spirit. And then teleport back to that shrine you were just at, then go back to that mountain pass, and hang to the left if you're returning from that shrine, the right if you're going from where you fought the mushroom. There should be a break in the mountain where Bajie pushed them off. I know it's so peaceful and tranquil here. It's like I wish they'd put one final meditation spot here. And usually while I'm gaming, I don't hear the background soundtrack, but this is just absolutely wonderful. And there's nothing left to do here other than ascend. Nothing to pick up, just venture forth. And there's our last shrine. It's a wonder they didn't make an achievement tied to that where you visited all of them. Oh, likewise. You've been delightful company. I'm just very glad to hear that it's been worth a candle. You were one of the first to find it, Resrick. So again, likewise. And the fact that you both have stuck around, I'm thoroughly impressed and appreciative. And here's our mountain. We've nearly reached the summit. Perfect. Now you can go back to that last shrine and then work your way back down that path you ran to get to the secret area. One more little bit of gossip. Yes, I believe it's the third one. When you go down the path, there's a kind of a collection of embers. If you've collected 3 of the things, like you got from... Oh, I'm trying to remember what they're called. But if you fought the Flint Chief and the Flint Commander, they'll drop 2 of the 3. You'll need to get those in order to fight the Mother of Flamelings to unlock this staff, which is very useful against the Bishu Beast, because it increases your burn resistance. And yes, it's the stone. We have come full circle. Just as we sat upon this rock, and the old monkey told us what our destiny would be, and how we're the destined one. To the north lies the Black Wind Mountains, where we fought the Black Bear Gwai, and where we started our very journey. And now, we are back where we came from. And then the Flint guys, there should be one near you fought Cloudy Mist and Misty Cloud, as well as the cart. And then there's, I'm trying to think where the other one is. There's one right ahead of you in the secret area, or before the secret area. You can't miss him going down the mountain pass. The very stone where Wukong was born, and the stone that he returned to in his fight with Erlong. This is where he crashed down and remains waiting for us. And Bajie can't see this.
以我老朱的见识，大抵就是大师兄化成的石卵。可我敲了敲，无甚反应。哎，你不妨再仔细查看一番。
He's like, I gave it a knock, but he didn't listen. That's because you don't have his relics, Bajie. But I do. And I adore this cutscene, so let's enjoy.
来了。
来了。
上船。
啊，我说老侯，上了你这贼船，不会回不了头了吧？
天下哪里不是贼船？不上我这艘，你以为就回得了头吗？
哎，这里是什么地方？
他的记忆。那猴子打小就这样，见到好东西一定要拿到手，别人不给他就抢，这眼见便喜、不择手段的臭毛病，与黑熊金池又有何分别？
小偷小摸要不得，学佛悟道就是大功德。 我看呐，差不多，都差不多。
呵，好一只泼猴，在地下称王称圣还不够，偏要跑到天上去讨个官做。可这天上没待几日，只因王母不请他赴宴，便怒发冲冠，恨不得把整个天宫都给拆喽。哎，耳听激怒，恣意妄为，和那黄毛畜生一个德行，养不熟，养不熟啊！
那时他还小，不懂事儿嘛，又没佛祖教，又没师傅带。你这老人家也忒小气，老揪住人家小时候的丑事不放。
大了也没好到哪儿去。他从那五指山下出来后，说是懂了礼数，收了心性，吃裹着一泡尿，就全露馅了。木尊长自封偶像，从来没把佛祖师傅那些教诲放在心上。
嗨，顽皮而已。天生本事大的人呢，骨子里都有那么点自恋，我也一样。
比秀痴爱，目空一切。比起那黄眉小子的狂妄，我看也不遑多让。
嚯，这不是那谁吗？叫什么夫人呢？弄得师傅一怒之下把师兄赶回了老家。
哎，在白虎岭，他倒是狠心绝情，接连3次打碎过去的爱人，自以为从此不会再有牵挂。可你也明白，他心里根本没有放下，不然也不至于成了佛，仍要执意逃离灵山。舍长必死，多情易舍。这一点他像你，还有你的那些个情人，无论身在何处，永远是孽海青天的囚徒。
别说我，老朱是慧根不够，师兄自那次后情情爱爱的消停多了。
哎，八戒，
啊，
仔细看看，这里很多你的好朋友。
酒肉一场，算不得朋友。
酒肉朋友也是朋友。
哼，你说是就是吧。这几个老兄弟似乎没得一个善终啊。
是啊，古往今来的奇才异能之士，何其之多，但真正成就不朽功业的，寥寥无几。你们可知为何？
世道不公。
世道从来不公。
运气不好。
运气只是强者的谦词。
那只能是，没我老朱英俊了。
因为空有天赋，不思进取，小富即安，沉迷享乐，想安逸又想名利，想快意江湖又想成佛做祖，哪有这样的好事？身本多忧，怎可全求？牛魔王如此，孙悟空也如此。有天命的眷顾，更需有斩断私心烦念的觉悟。你可记好了。
啊，老侯，这不能是师兄的回忆啊！你又弄鬼哄我们。
哎，如今6根还缺1根，八戒，是哪一根？
眼耳鼻舌身意啊， 义，春义。
你方才看到了什么？
我们仨。
那就是最后一根。
哦，我懂了，是你。我一早就猜疑，敢莫你才是大师兄的义，难怪一路引导我们。
不是我，是他。
什么鬼话？你说他是大师兄？
是，也不是。
我说你这个老猢狲，都到这儿了，还含含糊糊卖什么关子？
大圣死后，6根中有5根存留下来，被几个妖王分去，唯独义没了。义为6根之首，是每个生命独一无二的本质。正因如此，它注定会随着生命的逝去而陨灭。
等等，你说大师兄死透了，活不回来了？你个老东西，一直在骗我们！
你的大师兄绝无可能复生了，但他的根本并没有消疏。天帝也自会再生出一个合适的后辈，把那根本连同名号一起传下去。这天选的后辈，便是天命人。你原是无名之人，却在集齐6根的途中，斗了重重艰险，战了许多强者，淬炼出了足以配得上那份力量的刚强意志。
你是说，让这小猴子顶替我师兄，他配吗？
孙悟空早就死了。八戒，你心里明白，你那师兄从来没那么圆满。孙悟空既已不在，当接过这名号的人，或者是他。到了，后面我们不便再送，你需独自过去。孙悟空死后，留下了一具6根全无的残破骨阵。纵然多年过去，那残躯仍有天然灵性，能感应自己生前的气息。你若真是天命所归，便去亲手将这具不生不灭、无魂无魄的僵尸除去，从此6根合一，稀有重续。
不成不成啊！太医上木木出出的，我不放心，我同他一起去。
这个地方本就是悟空死后残留的执念所化，这返本还原的最后一关，只有靠他自己，你我帮不上忙。不信，你看，
小猴子，好侄子，打不过就跑。悟空的名头，咱不要也罢。
And yes, that is one of my all-time favorite cutscenes. Just an absolute wonderful rendition. And gut-wrenching, too. You go through so many emotions. And welcome in, Dogcatcher. Very glad you caught the stream at this time. because we're about to embark on probably a long journey to beat the Stone Monkey and Wukong. And this is my third playthrough, but this is a playthrough from start to finish on the new profile. Dead just not worthy. That's what you meant earlier, Resurrect, where I had to start completely over. And I wanted to get 2 profiles ready for DLC. Plus I wanted to have the achievements unlockable on this playthrough. Because I've almost 100%ed it on this one. There's just a few that I lack. Oh, thank you, thank you. This first one may just be a warm-up. Because he's a 4-phase fight. And in between phases 2 and 3 there is a break. Where if you beat phase 2, you can regen at the beginning of phase 3. So we'll see how things go. This next part's gonna get tricky though. You didn't think Wukong wouldn't put up a good fight. He has to make sure we're worthy. Oh, it gets much worse. You didn't get to see it, but in our fight with Erlong, we actually unlocked this transformation. Oh dear. He's gonna throw a rock. I'm getting the Hulk treatment. Oh dear. Fire and ice. I beg to differ on that one. Damn. I thought about it for a moment, but I don't think I'll do that. Throw your temper tantrum elsewhere. I believe that should have hit. Uh-oh. this down to one, shall we? So much happening. It is. Oh, thank you for the follow, dog catcher. Happy to have you along the way. Oh, man. This is gonna hurt. Come on, fire. Ooh, that's probably gonna be bad for me. You know what? Just because I know how this fight goes, and he's so close. Come on. Oh no. I'm glad I did that. Put me down, please. No, not the foot. There we go. Phases 1 and 2 down. Now we have a checkpoint. This is where it gets immensely harder. We woke him up. There he is. G2 gone. Remnant no more. Intimidating as ever. Here, sir. He just walks so menacingly. He is truly the great sage. See if I can smack him. Because he's just playing with me right now. He hasn't gotten serious. And now he takes back what's rightfully his. Those burning eyes. He's like, alright kid, let's see what you've got. That walk. I love it. Now, before he starts waylaying me... Yeah. Let's see if I can do this. Because I'm curious. I don't think I can. Oh, I don't have any more. That's fitting. He took back his relics. So allegedly, in this fight, all of the things I've collected that give me buffs and things now belong to him. Yes, he took back his skandhas. That's why his eyes are now glowing. Whereas before they were dull. Ow. Like, come on. I love that one, and I love when he takes your gourd. I'm hoping I can get him to do it this fight. He is. And that's what I love most about it, is he's still himself, but he's also cautioning us of, if you really want to be me, here's what's expected. And even though we don't have the same power as him, he still humors us. I say he humors us and I'm getting waylaid. Ooh, nicely done. Use the equivalent of Cloud Step. mistimed all of that. Oh, here it goes. Yay! He's not mean, he's just Wukong. What we doing? I mean, we did spend a long time curating that, so... Oh no. Oh, no, 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 no. None of that. I can't remember if his ring of fire actually hurts or heals us. Yeah. Hey, it heals us. I thought for sure it would hurt. Oh no. Welcome in, Wutian. Yes, we've made it to Wukong. No grabbing. Damn. It was. Again, he's not trying to kill us, he's trying to make sure we're worthy. But I think he's tired too. I mistimed all of that, goodness. I saw that coming. And still failed to dodge it. Last of my heals. Oh. I was wondering when that would show up. Ooh, bother. Let me in. That's probably match. I wonder if he's impervious to fire damage or not. He should be, seeing as the furnace couldn't burn him. Oh, back is me. Wukong. I think he's got me. But this is going to be a valiant effort nevertheless. Yeah, he's got me. Alright. Into the arena. Yeah. First try. A dual destiny. And I love how he laughs. That is so satisfying. Be at peace.
你们一定都听过关于他的故事。有人说，他帮唐僧取到了真经，封了斗战胜佛，从此留在了灵山。也有人说，那个成佛的根本不是他，真正的他早就死在了西行路上。还有人说，西游从来都没有发生过，他只不过是说书人杜撰的一只猴子。但我要讲的故事，你们一定没有听过。
Oh, get your tissues ready. It gets worse. Bobby, you'll be in tears with the lyrics. It's like, get that thing away from me.
"成了佛又如何？那道锅一直都在你头上。
张开你的狗眼，我这就摘下来。 你看，
孙悟空，汝因大闹天宫，无以甚深法力，压在五行山下，幸天灾满族归于释教，且习汝隐恶扬善，在途中练魔降怪有功，全忠全始，加升大执正果，汝为斗战胜佛。
那厮触犯了上天，玉帝立此三世，只等积咸了米劲，高舔的面筋，登了段锁艇，那方才该下雨嘞。
饮了这杯，我们一起打上凌霄宝殿。
翻过了山，路走不完；趟过了河，风吹不干。穿过的关，一去不再还。拥抱过的人，明明忘了，剪也剪不断。去了真情，真假如幻；分了身份，生死难安。
成了大道，大地凋零依然，得了千秋功名，千千万生灵涂炭。故事被谱成曲，全是分合聚散，曲唱成歌，最怕平凡。群生万物本来皆成山，凝铸齐天梦一般。英雄被写成诗，只身爱与勇敢，是凝成花，杀了悲欢。你我原是无拘无束身，天不收来地不管。肉化成土，埋葬背叛，骨烧成灰，涂抹苦难，血兑成水，淹没所有呐喊，精魂炼成了丹，从此尝不出心酸。故事被谱成曲，全是分合聚散，曲唱成歌，不许平凡。群生万物本来皆成山，凝铸齐天梦一般。英雄被写成诗，只身爱与勇敢，是凝成花，不容悲欢。你我原是有情有义人，天地不平，心不甘。他们被说成书，区区八十一难，书刻成碑，光明灿烂。试问有谁在打破万空，不堕轮回？万古传。
absolute cinema. Oh, I love this game so much. And now we've unlocked New Game Plus and Challenge modes. But before we do any of that, let's continue our current journey, as we have to go back to the Ryuji village one last time before we say goodbye to our fellows. And yes, that final cutscene was all in the past. Because we defeated Erlong before the Great Sage, our memories return to us. So when the Destined One opens his eyes, he gets the fiery gaze of Wukong and relives his past life. So, we're back. Oh, just absolute cinema. And that ending song gets me every time, because it's the song of a hero, but it tells it from the hero's perspective, in that all their heroic deeds were transcribed into poetry and then eventually paintings, but neither the poems nor the paintings capture what really happened to them. It's just a superficial guise out of a retelling. It doesn't really capture the love, the joy, the loss, the pain that they went through on their journey. And not to mention the vocalist, just, it brings you to tears. Oh, and congrats on beating top and bottom. It's not too bad of a fight. As a tip for the Bishu Beast, if you run with to the opposite end of the arena, there's a ice wall. Stand in front of that and let him break it, and you get to skip his first phase. Oh, I can't believe we did that first try. I thought I'd be here all day doing that. Oh.
道祖慈悲，好汉金丹虽成，仍为外道。好汉谨慎处之。
Let's see. Okay, so you can only use one life-saving pill for his 4 phases, and I used it on phase 2. That's why I didn't have it for the next one. That makes sense. Why do you feel heavy while dodging and fighting? That I'm not sure. Have you ever used the blue romance gourd? Or the blue romance soak?
才有了炼丹术。
Because that one does increase your movement speed. Or try to wear the Pilgrim's Guard and see if that helps any. But before we do anything else, bear with me just a moment. I will be right back. Oh, sorry for the delay. And it feels like you're sluggish when you're fighting enemies. You feel like your moves and dodging are slowed. Did that just start, or has it always been like that? Just started. Are you playing with a wired PS5 controller or wireless? Wireless? Could be that the controller needs a charge, or trying to think what's the other likely cause of that. Oh, I have to go to New Game in order to get that. Ooh.
天上宫阙回不去喽，一醉解千愁。
I hope I don't have to recollect the
哎
seeds.
呀，老夫孤孤单单，只等你来与我种瓜得瓜。
Surely he'll hold on to him for me.
余生在此安身，叫我以后。
I know I should be able to make the staff, because I did last time. Unless I made it at the very first shrine I went to. Let's see.
又来了。
So he sells the thread in infinite quantity.
快让我捶两下子！
I guess I have to go to New Game to do that. Why do I have a memory of being able to do that before? That's a shame. Best of luck with that one. That is one of my least favorite bosses. So I have 21. Does it cost me anything to...
船长的投影，披挂兵器，尽可所求。
It's not that he's bad, it's just what he does to the arena that makes it kind of cheap. If you fight him in his first phase, everything immolates, so the floor literally becomes lava. And then when you fight him in his second, everything's ice, so his status effects are rather cumbersome. I have 64k, so I should be able to make most of this. Just went through the ice door. Oh good, that should make the fight a little bit more palatable. I may go into a new game just so I can get the unlockables. That does beg the question though. What would you all like to see next? Because we have finished Black Myth Wukong for the day. I don't necessarily want to go through too much of New Game Plus because that could be a stream on its own. But as far as next Saturday, what would you be interested in?
金丹之道，炼己为先，好汉怎么看？
I think all the rest of these are maxed. I don't have a set in stone list, but of the contenders that come to mind, I have Lords of the Fallen I could finish, which may or take 2 to 3 more streams, even though I've played through that one already. And then I have my first run with Bloodborne, so I have that actually working now. I don't think there's any new releases on the horizon that I'd be interested in. Phantom Blade Zero doesn't come out until next year, at the very earliest. So I'm desperately seeking feedback or interest, 'cause I'm honestly not quite sure what to do next. Let's get that to a nice round 400.
天地动静之机，探日一心并以造化，一心。
They are fun. I don't think Night Rain is a good streaming game, and I'm really not looking forward to what they're going to do to it on September the 11th. So that one's not too much of interest. Let's see. Monster Hunter Wilds, likewise, I don't foresee any interesting updates for that one. Trying to think what else. I have 6 golden cores left.
内炼成丹，外炼之灵虚之妙，当。
And then we also have, say, a few of the challenge modes of Wukong. I don't know if I'll do all of them, but there are unlockables there. Then there's also 100%ing Wukong, but I have to get to Chapter 5 again. Because I was debating on whether I should do some miscellaneous ones, or if you would be interested in another series. I worried that Wukong would be a little bit too much, since it's so consistent, because I think I've been playing this for at least since June. Not that I mind, but where Wukong is my favorite, I figured I'd make an exception for that one. And I'm trying to think, what was the other thing I wanted to do? Set spells. That is true. Everything feels like a set down. It's like, oh. Very true. We met when I was playing Small Lands, but you stuck around, I think, when I was playing Wukong. And that was when I was playing on my old profile and just running through some challenge modes. I don't even have... Oh, goodness. I try to. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to New Game. Yeah, the Small Lands, I enjoy it, but the latest update just has no appeal, even though it is down in the underground. I don't know. I'm not happy with what the devs have done to it. I wish they'd left it alone in early access. Yeah, I think of these, I've managed to do the Tiger Vanguards. I haven't done the Longs. That one's possible, because that's just a repeat of what we just did. That one would be brutal. Oh, the Pale Axe is one of Erlong's brothers? I mean, I suppose so, since he helped you get to the secret area, but I never thought of him as one. Because he was so nice. Ah, nicely done. I hate the Bishu Beast. Just like I'm loath to say goodbye to the village. But we'll return. He really does. And I think it's because of the AoEs that he causes. How much money do I have? 17. Trying to think. And was Red Boy born evil? Yes and no. He inherited the vengeance, or the vengeful spirits of the Yaksha clan, as he is the last of their line, who were horribly massacred by the Celestial Court. And so it was kind of a mockery that he was reincarnated as he was, to be subservient to the court. So I want to say that he was inclined to rage from the beginning, but his actions are what made him evil. It's kind of one of those tricky things of where destiny is already written, and his was foretold that he would rebel against his father and try to avenge his clan. So in many ways he really had no choice. So with the absence of choice, does that make one evil? Exactly. Where karma dictated it, but he didn't break the cycle either, so it depends on your interpretation. And what I'm doing here is I'm going to gather a little bit more will before going into new game, just so I can do some shopping. Probably should put on the will armor too, but makes sense. How well does it runs okay. Where I'm going to be using the PlayStation 4, I think it'll be capped at 720p, so it may look terrible, but in my initial testing it does look like it runs okay. Yeah, because we're not going to have the nice PC-ported version of it with the new enhanced graphics. This is going to be as it was when it released. So that may be bad, may be good, don't know. My big worry is honestly lag, of where my inputs may be severely delayed. I'm hoping that doesn't impact gameplay too much. Smushing. Oh, you got armor. I'm really curious to go through Bloodborne, as it's been a long time, and I don't think I ever really got through it, so... Yes, because it does give you a little bit of burn resistance. It's not a lot, but it's better than nothing. Who's shooting me? There you are. And I do like the Bishu Beast staff because, unexpectedly, when you do a charged heavy attack, it does immolate. So it does cause fire damage too. Okay, we got a little bit more will. Not a great amount, but at least something. Oh, nice. That'll fit in well with your crit build. 1,000 per kill of those. If we round it up generously. There might be another poison chief I can fell. Let's see. That's where we fought the frog. So I thought there was a poison chief over this way. And I will get more will through my second playthrough. There you go. I just want to go in with enough to make the staff at the very least. So otherwise the Wandering White and I are going to have another dance. That miss. Poison shell. That'd be fitting. Mine 4 and about 2,000 mil, that's not bad. There's Mount Woggle. I think that's the last of them. So here's the back of the other one's arena. I don't think there's anything back here. This would be a good place for like a secret chest or something. But I think I'm gonna hit an invisible wall here shortly. Oh, he likes his daughter. Yeah, the Bull King knows Ping. Ping actually respects him. Excuse me. Oops. Does give me a moment to do this, though. The fox daughter is missing. Ping Ping ran away after the Bull King was injured, and Red Boy is hunting her, but he took her form to try to trick his father. Yeah, I don't know. She's another character with a loose end. Which part of me thinks they did that on purpose so they'd have extra story. But then again, not all stories have everything wrapped up nicely. Maybe that's what I was thinking was back here. I don't think there's any extra armor or any real goodies, but it doesn't hurt to be thorough, because it'll be a long time before I'm back here again. You need some good food? Well, I definitely recommend it. You have to tell us what you get when you get back. Oops. Sorry for the nauseating skim through here. I really don't think there's anything, but just in case. Yeah. Good news though, there are 2 phases to Red Boy's fight, where you fight the Red Boy and then the Yaksha King. There is a checkpoint in between both. So if you defeat the Red Boy but lose to the Yaksha King, you'll pick up the fight at the Yaksha King. You don't have to start from the beginning. You could, yes. The Flame Scarf works pretty well, especially against his first phase. Well, rather, works well against Red Boy. Yaksha King, though, I think he just does pure damage. I don't remember if it's fire, per se. And part of me is stalling again, because I don't want to leave. I've had such fun exploring the world again. And I have all the shrines unlocked so I can fast travel to wherever I want. I know why they don't allow you to, but it would be so nice if in New Game you got to retain your shrines. You give me no more will than a normal enemy would. Alright, I suppose it is time. Because we won't be able to get all the achievements until we go through Chapter 5 again. But we can at least get a couple more, I think. I will miss this place. But Maybe it was an old glitch they patched out. Portraits perfected. Sixth senses secured. Master of magic. So there's a few more achievements. And then once we get to the Shen Monkey again, we should get 2 more. Because we'll have all the gourds and then all soaks. So I'll at least get to him. Sadly, it does make you play the tutorial again.
上面的，还有刚刚那条黑的，溜撒点儿，一起上吧！
老天一再给你机会，
It is a great tutorial, so I won't complain too much.
3剑6道，不就毁在这4个字上？Coins on the way. This should all look familiar.
“这便是孙武带领武禁术回归花果山之日，或是大圣复生之时。”
Ah, nicely done.
Go, go, go! 游游游！甘味头 从前做马牛，做人哪儿比做鹰好？不怕阎王，命不休。哎，你看，远道福自有。嘿嘿，大哥，
And these poor
真
wolves.
是有口福啊！指不定是从哪个山头上滚下来的。这桃
They have no idea what they're about to do. Because out pops this.
知道厉害。
Which was intimidating the first time I went through. But now that I have all my goodies,
不管来
I would
多
back
少
away.
次，总是改不了这胡闹性子。
And yes, I feel bad for the Bull King. His karma was just against him.
刚念几句经文，就被你小子给打断了。
I just feel bad for him in New Game Plus. They don't stand a chance. Oh, what's going on, Dark Knight?
哎呀，发什么呆？拔根毛来拜一拜。来者不善，小猴子自求多福。
Oh. There we go. Or not. Have I lost my mind? I thought for sure I'd be able to do this now. There we go. Oh, I need a lot more will. I knew I should have farmed. Oh well. Well, we won't be able to get the staff one either, it appears. I need 4 more pearls, goodness. Alright. Make a mental note to save all my will. Well, I can't, because I've got, actually, I do have will to sell. That wouldn't get me too close. So let's see. Be he sage or Buddha, the dawn has yet to be brought, just like the mantra. Increase light attack damage. Duplicates will follow suit. That one's tempting. For a short duration after activating the life-saving strand, escapes death and gains a significant damage bonus. Let's start with the light attack for now, and let's see how often I actually use the life-saving strand. I can finally get rid of the Pluck of Many. Alright, my poor wolves, I need some will, and you all are going to be worthy sacrifices. As a New Game Plus, you do get a bit more will. Because notice there, they're lesser enemies, and I've almost got the same amount as I would have from one of the hippos. Now, here's what I don't recall. Do I get another round of scondas? If the baboon's here, the answer is yes. I see your face. And you were doing so well against the Yaksha King. Did he get you with the Field of Thorns attack? She is there. Let's see if I actually get the item. Yes, the long blade. That one is a tricky one to dodge. You do get scondas. Oh, nice. Because I can't remember if you get the scondas and meditation spot level ups, or if in New Game Plus you don't get the level up from the meditation. I would imagine not, because your journal's still complete, but... And you don't get the cutscene of the old man teaching you to mobilize either. There's nothing left to teach. Goodness, he gave 2,000. I'll take it. You should have stayed and meditated, my friend. This does look refreshed. Let's see if we get a level out of it. I got will, but no level. And that's alright. I benefited from that first round, so... Let's see how much we have. 'Cause I don't think I'll be able to turn into the cicada again either. Oh, we're close. Probably defeating the white should do it. I like that staff. Even though Jijubang is better. There's the old
再
man.
不知深浅的这么往前硬扛，只怕得吃大苦头。嘿嘿我且把你变为一只金蝉，你可顺着前面的火光探一探这山中的虚实。 小庙还有诸多神奇妙用，日后你自会明白。
And your shrine is lovely. Yes, we went ahead and entered New Game Plus, as I couldn't unlock the items that I thought I could. It must have been
黑风
patched
山的
out.
后山重地藏着不少秘密，想四处探探的话，务必留神金蝉的存续时间。若是遇上穷途迷路之处，小神自会暗中提点，放心去吧。
红头和尚又出来先走了。
Yeah, I was saying it must have been patched out because I remember in my first playthrough, I was able to go back in and can say continue journey and go back to the reused scroll and unlock quite a few things. But in this case, nothing was there. So I had to enter new game in order to see the new staves, and I'm going to play at least until I get to the Shen Monkey again, so I can unlock the gourd I want. But for now, I'm also will farming. So I need about several thousand more. I need 5,000 more for the staff that I want. But then I also need to make sure I have extra for the gourd. Baje is a mess. And it is worth picking things up, as you do get duplicates of some of the soaks. Alright, Guanji.
又是只猴子。施主不如放下棍棒，也同我学点佛法，如何？
But definitely a staff and then a gourd. Possibly a soak if I have enough will. And yes, this is why New Game Plus is satisfying. Because they didn't scale the enemies to your level. So they are as they were in your first playthrough, but you have all your stuff. So this kind of trivializes the first few chapters. Even Erlong's a bit easier in this one. I say that and he may just wipe the floor with me, but... when I went through New Game Plus the first time, it was a dawdle. Case in point.
你，莫非就是大王说的那个天命人？
And sadly, you don't get anything for getting him in duplicate. I don't think I want to know. He stores quite a lot in his ear.
Hehehe 你这猴儿顽性不改，这下不妙，都知道你闯进来了。钟声洪亮清朗，惊动了这儿的妖精。再往前走，可要万万小心。
That would be fun to see Wukong versus Gilgamesh, to see who depletes their arsenal first. And to be honest, I wouldn't put it past Wukong. If he had the tools at his disposal, I think he would use any and all advantages. It just depends on what time he woke up. You actually managed to land a hit. I'm impressed. But you're short. Do you have a face? And I will go ahead and rest at the shrine just to recover my mana before fighting the white, but... This should be a night and day difference from the first time we fought it to now. And we leveled up. Nice. Even you felt that headbutt? Is that 1,000? Yeah. But notice how trivialized that fight was. And I say this with no amount of arrogance. That one was a breeze compared to the first time I fought him. Because you could honestly speedrun New Game Plus fairly easily. And Wukong from the American 1800s sounds funny. You know, it kinda does. And I think I have to beat Ling Zhuxi first before I get to the Shen Monkey. Oh well. Because I'm trying not to blitz this chapter too much because it's one of my favorites, but I'm afraid I don't have a choice to get what I'm after. Yeah, because here's the temple. Oh good, you got the gourd. That's the one I'm currently using. And you're having trouble with the Yaksha King? I'm trying to think, what's a good tactic against him? The dodging, and then don't be afraid to use a life-saving pill when you've got him more than 2/3 of the way, as he gets rather aggressive in his last act. There comes a point in the fight where you just have to focus on dodging and not worry about damage, because he throws an absolute temper tantrum.
你若进了这道门，便回不了头啦。
Relax, Oji-san. I think I know the way. Alright, Ling Juicy. Come on down. Managed to grab. Let me repay that in kind. No biter.
结果了他，不妨先把这里翻个底儿朝天。那黑风怪上了灵虚子一颗金丹，若是寻到此物，就算没白来一遭。
I think that's it in this arena. And I don't think I can pick up any more medicine, but let's see what we get. I think it gets converted to will. Yes. Which is fine by me because I need to do a lot of shopping, so I won't complain. You got him? Well done. Did you make any changes to your build, or was it just perseverance? And yes, there's quite a few of them. I never got the special one with a grab. I think there's an extra bit of dialogue. But I can't remember what you need to do to trigger that.
是好啊。
He's a fun fight, but such a baby. I love the last cutscene with him.
阁下一听我意，你还是趁早。起死复生，黑风怪好，虽不知我此刻心急，虽不知我此刻心急，虽不知阁下我此刻心急。
Exhausted his dialogue. Because it is worth getting the spirits a second time. Spirits and transformations a second time, as you do get a considerable amount of will from them. Yes. After you defeated the Yaksha King, now you have the fan. And then once you get to the intro of Chapter 6, you're ready to fight Erlong. I'm really curious to see how well you enjoy that one. Because I know that's one you've been clamoring to get towards.
来都来了，两棍吧。
I don't know if I picked this up my first run. And you really like fighting the gods of war? It is fun. I blame God of War on that one, because when you fought Ares and Zeus, that was such a cinematic fight. Back in the old PlayStation 2 days. Right. Well, same thing with Hades. I'd fight one more before the Shen Monkey. Ugh. That is true. With most of the Greek mythos, and mythos in general, they're usually inspired by in-real-life events and catastrophes like that. Well, he did have the Spartans on his side. I think the allure, to oversimplify it, is that Ares represents the more violent and carnal version of war, whereas Athena is more of the wisdom and the scheming side of it. But if you look at them on the balance, both are inherently just awful. I do think I have to fight Guanmo beforehand. That's a shame. He's right before the white-clad noble. Bye, Frost. Oh, I know, that cutscene cuts you to the quick every time. It's like, oh. Especially when he shields his dead body with his own. It's like, oh. And again, that's another one of definitely look up the lyrics to the song. I do have to fight one more. Okay. And I already missed one? I wonder if he's here this run. I don't think so. right, Guanmo.
小僧法名广谋，若是今日死在你手，帮我带句话给师傅。肉眼凡夫，求而不得神仙骨，半荣半枯，几人之事，长生。
And yes, Wukong wanted to defy the court, and Erlong wanted to help him, because both of them are kind of cursed from their noble births. Oh, we will this time. He doesn't stand a chance. No friend for you.
“广谋，广志。”小神想起来了，当年怂恿金池长老放火烧死唐僧师徒的恶僧，正是他俩。我倒是这两人都随那场火灰飞烟灭了。
Sorry, old man. But I figured I'd ring the gong. Or ring the bell, rather.
小神有种不好的预感，钟响之后，后山传来的怨气似乎更重了一些。算了算了，想那么多做甚？现在山里大大小小的妖精都知道你闯进来了，干脆一鼓作气，把他们收拾干净吧。
Oh, for that scene, the Bull King took the concubine Ping Ping's mother to be his lover after him and Rakshasi were betrothed. Because it was a marriage of political gain, not of love. So they never really engaged with each other. But the fox guy he actually did love. And when you see him again, that's after Wukong has been put to Guan Yin's servitude, because he has the headband on. So he returns to his old sworn brother, and unfortunately during the journey to the west, they got into some mischief where the Bull King's servants tried to eat the Tang monk, and so Wukong had to come save him, and in punishment for kind of interrupting their journey and causing an inconvenience, Wukong claimed the plantain fan as a prize, and so he beat the Bull King because the Bull King defended his territory. Then he imprisoned the Red Boy, so that way he could be taught under Guan Yin like himself. And to add insult to injury, they also killed Ping Ping's mother. That's why the bull goes into an absolute incensed rage and loses one of his immortal lives in revenge, because he is just absolutely done with the court and untethered, unlike Wukong, who's now under the servitude of the Tang monk. That's why when Wukong leans into him and says, "Find a master," because that's the only way Wukong found a way to protect himself, sort of. So he's urging his sworn brother to do the same. Otherwise, they're in for some bad times again. And where it gets a little weird is that they have multiple lives, even though they are quote-unquote immortal. So when the Bull King gets beheaded after his rampage, he does come back.
路上可曾
And it took Neza and his father to subdue the Bull King while he was enraged. That's how powerful he was. But he was never quite the same after that fight.
继承天，你我无非圣迹，你已在路，只管任性；圣，你已在路上，只管任性。
Just wanted to make sure I saw him. Yes, it does. It does a very good job of painting that there are no true heroes, and everyone's a villain in someone else's story. Because the court is awful. It's like many other political theaters of it is riddled with corruption. Neza's story is a little bit more complicated than that, given the nature of his birth, but some like the court, some don't. Like the story of Zhang Jia, which I actually really enjoy. He also discovers how corrupt the court can be. Because he was once one of their best and brightest, but found out how set in stone destiny actually is, and the lengths that the court will go to prove itself right. Which I think it was the 2022 production. It should be available on YouTube. In one of the movie you heard he hated the court and killed an ice dragon's son by ripping out his spine. I wouldn't doubt it. Neza is very violent. But he's in part demon, I suppose? I think that's how they justified that brutality. Because he's a malevolent spirit given a second chance. Alright, we're nearly where I want to be. I hope. Yes. Okay. Finally. I almost completed this entire chapter just to get this little thing. Goodness. That would be fun for the DLC. Neza, Erlong, and Wukong arrive to defeat the court. I honestly have no idea what they're gonna do.
愣着干嘛？快快快，帮你哥哥！你小小蛇。
There we go.
瞧瞧瞧，论辈分下，不过算了。有酒处处是
Best of luck with Erlong. I know you'll do just fine.
神仙府。
There's our gourd. Oh, and it's only 66? How generous. And gourds gathered is the achievement. Likewise. Brewer's Bounty. Guan Yin's Willow Leaf. So that's that.
无酒天。天却如天老。
I believe most of them do, but not all. Those that are already considered golden do not have a secondary form. So, like Wukong Sozi armor or the golden armor. And then, like some of the special ones, like the Taoist robe and the Ginseng's armor do not have an upgrade. But say like the Pilgrim's Guard, the Serpent's Guard, the Bear's Guard, those that you unlock typically after beating bosses do. The insect ones, I'll have
天
to check
上
and see
宫
if they're already
阙，
considered gold. But since I'm going back to a shrine anyway, let's take a quick look. Because I would like my staff. Again, nothing wrong with Jijubang, but I do like this one more. Because it has great synergy with the Bull Guard's armor. That I actually don't wear. And have you seen Lost Souls Aside Serman? Don't think I have. So let's see. I have enough just to craft that if I wanted. It's a new game, it's kind of cool, but the English dub is like the 2000s bad dub. Well, now, I will say a bad dub is not the reason to exclude a game. Just think about Wukong. I despise its English voice acting, but I still play it. As long as you can switch the languages but leave the inputs the same, I'm fine with that. Now, if it's you switch the master language overall and everything follows suit, that's where it gets a little problematic. They are fun to laugh at. That was another thought I had too, was just to potentially revisit one of my all-time favorite games in Dynasty Warriors, because the cutscenes are terrible, but I love them. Oh, good. And this is the gourd that I actually like using the best, is it only has one charge, but if you use it wisely, it recovers itself throughout your battle, so you actually get more gourd uses by average in any fight than you would the other ones. But I was going to check the armors. So, for example, I have upgraded the Serpent Scale Battle Robe to its maximum, and you notice how its appearance has changed from the first time you unlock it. Well, likewise, this one comes as its final state, so it does not change in appearance. Neither does the Gold Zulci armor. So any of them that are in kind of like that bronzest red don't upgrade any further. But say, like the Ebon Gold, this one will upgrade and change its appearance. I just don't like what it changes to, so I'm not going to do it. This one I don't think upgrades at all, so that may be contrary to what I just said. This one upgrades. That one does not. That one I don't think does, nor does that, because they're DLC, well, considered DLC armor. Neither does this one, but it does get better each time you go through. And that one doesn't have an upgrade either. So it's hit or miss. And you do maintain your stuff from playthrough to playthrough. The only thing that you lose are the, what are they called? Quest items, or key items. So for example, see, this is pretty barren at the moment. Alright, so I've got my staff, I've got my gourd. Do I want to change my fashion? And Jahudun is one of your favorite Dynasty Warriors? Yes, if that legend is to be believed, that is a terrifying thing to do on the field of battle as an intimidation tactic. I'm like, oh, you took an arrow to the eye? Here, let me consume it to menace my foes. Oh my. I like him, and then, truthfully, Zhuge Liang is one of my favorites, just because of, say, his empty fort strategy. Red Cliff is a really good film talking about the Wu invasion. I highly recommend that one because they portray both Zhou Yu and Zhuge Liang very well, as well as the Three Sworn Brothers. I could play Dynasty Warriors. I'd have to start from scratch, though, because the last time I've played it was on my PlayStation. I no longer have that save file. 'Cause I think it was on sale on Steam last I looked. So I might entertain that one. I want to like this, I really do, but... Because, again, the aforementioned Zhuge Liang, I love some of his outfits. But let's see... What arm guards would I wear with it? Those are tempting. Those are weak, but also fitting. And it wouldn't be the first time I've worn superior or inferior armor for the sake of fashion. My Elden Ring playthrough should be a testament to that. Plus, I do love translations of Chinese names such as Cao Cao, and he's a favorite of yours because he reminds you of Oda Nobunaga. Oh yes, Nobunaga was robbed of being shogun. It's just a shame Hideyoshi followed suit, because he was a good general, but not necessarily a good ruler. But then again, you could also blame the historical figures that backed him up and not telling him everything he needed to know, so... Again, history's flavored in different ways. But yes, Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors are some of my favorites. I love the cheesy cutscenes. And that doesn't look too bad. That matches the shoulders. Oh, thank you. You like my pronunciations of them. I try. I admit I probably butcher them, so any native speakers listening in, I'm so sorry. But I do make at least a little bit of an effort. Even if I am horribly misguided. And Rezrick, you love Dynasty Warriors? That's 2 for Dynasty Warriors. I might have to look into that. But for now, I think I have achieved all that I meant to on this one, and a little bit more so. I'm hoping the attempt is appreciated. I know it's probably not, but I will try. I could play Dynasty Warriors on the PlayStation 2. The problem is my save states are gone. So at that point I might as well just get it on Steam and put it on my, I don't want to say more impressive rig, but my more capable rig. So it's a thought. But I will continue to ponder on what adventures lie ahead of us, and do feel free to drop a message in Discord or if there's anything else you'd like to see. And yes, Dynasty Warriors is on Steam. I believe they have up to 5 through 7, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not playing the later ones. 8 and then Dynasty Warriors Origins did not happen. I deny their existence. And no, I'm not flexing on my rig. It's just, compared to the age of a PlayStation 2, compared to what I have, I think it's a little bit of a step up. And why do I hate Origins? I like the originality of where you get to play as the different heroes and the different kingdoms. Contrary to what I just played in the Destin one, I don't like the story. Where you're this chosen special someone who has amnesia. It's such a cliche thing. Yes, the isekai character and just the fighting styles, it was a good homage to the originals, but it didn't quite capture the spirit. So that's where I find it a little lacking. Plus, it had too many mechanics for a Dynasty Warriors game. You can't fight Arlong? You don't have all the scenes? You won't. You won't have all of them because the last one's Chapter 6. So you should be able to fight him even if one of the walls is blank. When you go to the Pagoda realm, you should have the with the little Buddha and have a cutscene. Because you beat the Yaksha King. So you should be all set. But, alas, I'm on to our stalling tactics, and I will have to go ahead and wrap up here. So I hope that you all have a very lovely rest of your day, and an even better weekend. I'm looking forward to whatever we get into next. I'll still have to debate on what that is, but till then, take care and hope you have a great rest of your day, and till we meet again, be well.